Hello, I am the Community Development Director for the City of Sausalito. My name is Danny Castro, and I'll be presenting the budget for the Community Development Department for the next two-year fiscal period 2016 to 2018. I will describe who we are and what we do, a status update on the strategic plan programs and projects of the department, and some changes to the service structure and new major projects as we head into the new two-year fiscal period, efficiencies of the department and that have been recently implemented, and new efficiencies yet to be implemented, the department's current and future staffing levels, and finally the budget figures for the fiscal year 2016 to 2018. Who we are and what we do. The Community Development Department is made up of two divisions, the Planning and Building divisions. The Planning Division implements the city's zoning and land use requirements, processes applications for discretionary planning permits for development projects, undertakes the preparation of advanced planning projects such as plans and ordinances. The Planning Division provides staff support for the Planning Commission, Historic Landmarks Board, and the City Council. The Building Division ensures that private and public construction projects comply with the California construction codes, provides plan check, inspection, and building permit services, and also conducts code enforcement. We are made up of 7 full-time employees, myself, the Community Development Director, 3 planning staff members, 1 building inspector, 1 permit technician, and 1 admin aide. We also have CSG, who is our contract plan check and inspection services company, who also we have a building official who serves as our contract building official. They provide also other technical expertise, which includes code enforcement, geotechnical soils analysis, building code interpretation, ADA accessibility, construction management. The Building Division issues over 700 building permits per year, and the Planning Division processes over 50 discretionary review applications a year and about 600 non-discretionary permits a year. An update of the strategic plan programs and activities of the department. The Marinship Specific Plan Steering Committee was appointed by the City Council to review the 1988 plan and assess its effectiveness and make recommendations. After meeting regularly over a year, the committee developed an assessment report which included recommendations to update the Marinship Specific Plan in conjunction with an update to the 1995 General Plan, and we are taking steps to follow through on that recommendation. A number of historic preservation objectives include historic evaluation of the marine shipways that was conducted in 2015. Staff is working closely with the federally owned property of the Machine Shop building, a historically significant building, on rehab efforts and possible future adaptive reuse of the building. And staff, along with the Legislative Committee, have been meeting to amend the historic preservation regulations, and we are nearing completion of this update. There are future historic preservation programs in line. However, these initial efforts are critical to complete before pursuing others in perhaps 2017 and 2018. The design review regulations were updated in the last fiscal year period to add that commercial and industrial projects must undergo the design review process. And also we are continuing work on our formula retail regulations, in which we are, the intent is to remove ambiguous wording and clarify the provisions on formula retail. That's an ongoing study. We're meeting with the business community as well as the Legislative Committee for direction. Regarding changes to the services and structure, what I would call new major projects in the next two-year fiscal period is a holistic update of the 1995 Sausalito General Plan. The General Plan is a long-range planning document that is essentially the blueprint for planning the city in the next 10 to 20 years. The update process is a commitment for the next 2 to 3 years, and I can say that as a city planning professional, I'm very excited to be a part of this very important planning process for Sausalito. Implementation of new permit tracking software, which would significantly update our tracking of our permits, update our records and our filing, It would allow the department to have concurrent planning review or plan check review, less paper, improve our transparency, allowing a homeowner or a contractor to be able to look at the status of their plans online rather than having to come in and speak to somebody. They both have options, but this is something, again, that I believe would improve the transparency of our department. And again, just overall improving the efficiency and streamlining the process of the department. We are also looking at addressing short-term rental uses. It's been an ongoing discussion. Rental uses short-term are like Airbnb and its impact on the community. We will be seeking community input on this neighborhood issue and whether to continue to prohibit short-term rental uses or to allow short-term rental uses with the appropriate regulations. In terms of the general plan update and permit tracking software, the funding is proposed in the General Capital Improvement Fund. The efficiency improvements of the Community Development Department have been made in the staffing of the department. We've achieved the goal of being fully staffed in this past year and a half with filling vacant positions. The objective is to maintain consistency in carrying out the policies and the rules of the department, our zoning code and our building code, and improve, again, the processing time for project applications. The public counter reservation is what we've implemented very recently, provides the assurances that customers will be helped and time spent at City Hall is efficient. Future efficiencies is the implementation, as I mentioned earlier, of the permit tracking software, which I discussed as streamlining the overall process. In terms of staffing, the Community Development Department would not be adding any new positions. We would maintain 7 full-time staff members, but we would be making some adjustments to align with the current and future programs and objectives of the department. We currently have 2 assistant planner positions, and we would restructure one of the positions as a senior level planner to assist in managing complex current and long-range planning projects, help to oversee and facilitate the general plan update. And again, this structure provides planning positions at the entry level, mid-level, and upper level, which provides for good succession planning for the health and longevity of the department. For future consideration is an admin aide position that we currently have to be restructured as a permit technician. This would help to better serve the front counter, the daily activity of processing permit applications, assist with the heavy impact and workload of the building division, and help to implement and build the new permit tracking software. Then the administrative responsibilities would be shared with the 2 permit tracking positions as a future consideration. Here's the budget for the planning division of the department. There's a slight overall decrease in the planning budget. That is accounted for in a reduction in the professional services, in that the short-term rental code enforcement assistance would expire, as it was a pilot program. And also it's been reduced in 2016, however, retaining historic consulting services for ongoing work, especially in the Marinship, but remainder is being planned for as we look at the future projects, and that is captured in the General Capital Fund. For the building department, there is just a nominal increase based in increases in building services demand that is offset in revenue. And that concludes my presentation. I'm available for questions. You can contact me via email, or you are welcome to give me a call at my office number that's shown here, 415-289-4133. Thank you.